Merry meet everyone. This is Starr Ravenhawk, Reverend Starr Ravenhawk, that is, High Priestess and Elder, founder of the New York City Wiccan Family Temple, the WFT Academy of Pagan Studies, and let's see, Witches Fest USA, that amazing festival that I want you guys to all come to. Every July, the second Saturday in July. I'm lighting some incense right now because I have had a very long day and it's a whopping 91 degrees right now and it is 8 p.m. at night. Would you believe that? It is 91 degrees out. It went from a few days ago, it was really chilly, to now it's really hot. So I'm doing the calming incense right now. Anyways, this show is based on a question that one of my students asked. He wanted to find out, well, why are most witches not rich? And I said, that would be a great topic to hit for one of my witchy tips. And part of that is I'm going to kind of go back and say, I guess going from the past. And in the past, I think a lot of people or witches forgot, I think, that in the past, whenever they needed something or to learn from another witch, an elder witch, they bartered. They traded something that was needed for in exchange to be taught or to be mentored in some way by that elder witch. Today, in modern times, the bartering means is considered money. It's more simpler. But unfortunately, people today, a lot of modern witches, I believe in the last, 25, 30 years, believe that for some reason they really believe that things should be all for free. With that mindset, I think it makes it where witches today believe that, either they can still barter or that everything that an elder is being offered should be for free. It doesn't make any kind of sense, but that's what they're going with. Now, if you're taking the concept of going back, let's see, Christians and Catholics took a page out of the witches' books by saying they were bartering for a payment, which back then bartering was the payment value. You brought chicken or whatever food or whatever is it for me, and that's the payment for my teaching you for something. There was always a payment. But it was that bartering system. The bartering system today is cash, cold hard cash, and that's just what it is, because that's what's acceptable, because that's what you pay for the spaces for and everything else. So somehow, but somehow modern witches today are under that conception, and there are big wars about it. There's big arguments on Facebook and other social media sites about how it's not right to be charging. And I have no idea where they got this concept from, because when I was being taught by Laurie Cabot, I was so happy to have someone with all that knowledge basically breaking it down for me and giving me that further knowledge. It didn't occur to me. All of it was basically get my money together and pay this person the money while she was in town to teach me. And I was very grateful for that. It didn't occur to me to barter for her because she had to pay for hotel. I didn't even think honestly about all of that she had to pay for a hotel and her flight or her bus trip up here, and then come and teach us for free. Really, I don't understand that concept at all. People have actually said, why not have the classes in the park or outdoors somewhere where it's free, or in my home? No, I am not having people come to my home, basically strangers, and teaching anyone. I don't care how I get to know them or not, they're not coming to my home. That's one. Two, we have tried it in the park. When it's for free out there, strangers will come up to you and stand right next to you and interrupt everything and tell, well, it's a free park. I can stand right next to you and listen to everything for free. That's just the way it is. So it's disruptive, and we would move and they'll move again. So it's very disruptive, and you cannot teach like that. And I think people that take our classes appreciate the fact of what we're doing and what they're learning from us, and what they're garnering. So that comes back. I kind of went into all of that just to let you know the back end of it and where a lot of that is coming from. If you take that mentality of everything among us should be for free, then why would you need money at all? Why would you believe that you should be receptive to it? And don't forget, among magicians and witches, our magic, our belief, our system is based on what our belief is, what we know is the outcome. And if already we're doing all these magics for everything else that works for everybody else, even our magic for money is working for everybody else, but it's not working for us because somehow we believe that, or many believe, I'm sorry, I'm not of that belief system. Many believe that they should not be receiving this. They should not be wealthy. I hate to tell you this, but how can you heal someone if you're not healthy? How can you give money and allow other people to receive money if you're not on the receiving end of it as well? None of it makes any sense. The Christians and the Catholics, again, like I said, they took a page of book from us, from witches, back in the day, because, don't forget, they came along after the witches and everything. And if you're putting all of that in perspective, they saw the bartering system, which back then was the payment system, and it was being done for the younger person to learn from that elder. So the Christians and the Catholics went ahead and they formed their doctrines and their churches, and everything was based on their gifts that they got from their members or from their followers. And they grew rich, and their temples, their churches, all are some of the biggest buildings in any country that you go to because of those gifts over the years. I'm proud that there's places like Selena Fox has that nice community that she has. I'm not living in her pocket, because that's another thing. We can't live in someone's pocket and decide what they have or don't have. You have no clue. You're not living in their shoe, and you should not be trying to live in someone's pocket. And what I mean by live in someone's pocket, I mean by trying to guess what they earn and trying to figure out what they make and what they don't make. You don't have that right. You would not want someone to do that to you, so don't do it to someone else. And part of it, again, like I mentioned, is that receptiveness. If we don't believe that we deserve to have wealth with us, we don't deserve to have money in our pockets, we don't deserve to have money saved up for the things that we need, not just needs, but want and live, and not just survive, then we don't think we deserve it, so we're not going to get it. We are our own worst enemy. We will, like we teach people all the time, the end result, see it happening already, that money coming in, or whatever it is that we've done that spell work for them. They see it, we teach them it, and they get it, and then we sit back and we're not doing anything for ourselves, because we've already put that cliche in and prevent ourselves from receiving that wealth or that cash or whatever it is. We tend to clonk out on ourselves, I guess, and shoot ourselves in the foot with it, because we don't see it for ourselves, but yet we dare to teach it to someone else, and we see them being receptive to it and working it out, and becoming richer or wealthier with different things. So I'm not quite sure why we continue to believe this, because, like I said, it's been the bartering system. Back then was, food or anything else that they brought, what their needs are. Today, the bartering system is actual cash. So essentially, people today have actually offered to barter with us for payment, which, of course, the things they want to barter with are usually things that they want to get rid of, or this is what they have to offer, but it's not what our needs are, and it has to be based on needs, which is why cash is the modern bartering system. So it makes sense, but for some reason, I'm not sure why. Again, I've given all the ideas of what I think is why. If anybody else has any concepts of it, let me know, because it's perplexing as to why witches continue to do this to themselves and not see it as, let it come at me, I deserve it. I see myself receiving it because I do deserve it, that kind of a thing. Because we've been doing a spell online on Facebook, and it's been working out really well for that. And it's, we're receiving it in multitudes, just letting you know. But anyways, if you all enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and stay tuned every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 p.m. for more upcoming videos. Thank you, Mary Part, and see you next time, and blessed be to you all.